Being a recent convert to the world of Fortnite and being very excited for the addition of Mortal Kombat characters to the game, I felt the need to make a video explaining all the references featured in the classic Kombat set and the associated content. This may become a series if it does well. And so today, we're covering the first MK addition to the game, Sub-Zero. The first outfit in the Battle Pass is the design from the latest game, Mortal Kombat 1, or Mortal 1 Kombat as I like to call it. There are two Sub-Zeros in MK and this is the first, Bi-Han. Traditionally, he is killed by Scorpion and becomes Noob Saibot, but in the new timeline established in this game, he remains Sub-Zero, until the expansion has him turn into Noob Saibot anyway. Thanks for that. The second costume is from Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 and is the younger brother of Bi-Han, Kuai Liang, who took up the mantle in MK2. Technically, this design is actually Bi-Han's because Kuai Liang already had a design in the original MK3 where he was unmasked and sported the scar seen here. Also, the colour palette is darker, more akin to base MK3 than to Ultimate, but in fairness, MK itself has been darkening the palettes on his classic costumes for over a decade now. The weird part is, the mask actually looks more like the Cryomancer's Calling mask from MK11 than the actual UMK3 mask. Interestingly, by being a mix of the two designs, the unmasked style ends up effectively being the Mortal Kombat 2011 or MK9 rendition of the MK3 design, albeit with Bi-Han's current hairstyle. It's unlikely he'll get any specific references in the event he's one of the upcoming bonus skins though, as MK's numerous palette swap ninjas are probably being saved to be standalone characters, similar to how MK itself won't use their colours in each other's customization. The pose used for their renders is taken from Mortal Kombat X. The back bling, Spinality, is a nod to Sub-Zero's original fatality, Head Rip or Spine Rip, where he rips the opponent's head off, bringing the spine with it. It's continued to appear across the series since, most notably as the way Bi-Han killed Scorpion in the 2's backstory. The skull's icy look is either a censorship thing or a nod to this MK11 intro animation. The pickaxes are based on weapons seen in MK11 as Kuai Liang's customizable weapon slots. Both brothers have been seen crafting weapons of ice since the 5th game, typically swords, but 11 opted for axes. These two are specifically Arctican Blizzard and the default Arctican Elder's Axe. The glider Combat Crasher is the MK series logo but frozen over so that it somewhat resembles the logo for MK Mythology's Sub-Zero. In universe, this is the emblem of the Elder Gods who established the titular tournament. The reason they didn't do the MK thing and spell Crasher with a K is because we also have Classic Combat Crasher and Epic doesn't want to have KKK in their game, I'm sure. Classic Combat Crasher is the normal MK logo specifically derived from MK9. The player slows their descent onto it with either Cryomancy or Pyromancy depending on the version. And since these are separate, not styles, expect a lightning version if Raiden is added. The main emote is Frozen Treat Cart, which is Sub-Zero's friendship in MK11. Friendships were introduced in MK2 as a way to make fun of the criticism aimed at the fatalities in the first game. The Frozen Combat emote features the classic version of the MK logo from prior to Mortal Kombat X. It freezes and shatters, which has been a fatality in a few games. The Sub-Zero's challenge spray is generic art of Bi-Han, not based on anything in particular. Stay Cool is even more generic. The wrap Sub-Zero Ice Burst adds the MK logo to the weapon and freezes it with successive kills, reflecting Sub-Zero's ability to freeze people and objects. The first banner icon is simply the MK logo with an icy theme. The design is derived from the MKX and 11 version. The second icon is the logo of the Lin Kuei, the assassin clan that both brothers serve and have led in various timelines. The first loading screen, Cryomancy Master, is generic art of Sub-Zero using his ice powers. The background featuring the Lin Kuei logo suggests that it's set at one of their compounds, presumably the one from the early games. Round 1 features UMK3 Sub-Zero, Sans Scar, about to fight Smoke, Kuai Liang's best friend at the iconic Deadpool stage from MK2. And finally, his mythic, Sub-Zero's combat kit, is based on Bi-Han's gauntlets from M1K. It gives players the ability to use the ice slide move he's had in some form in every entry, which features an ice spear like the M1K version, as well as a combo that isn't from any MK, but swinging the frozen head and spine around is from M1K. This is as close as it gets. I'll address the contrail leak next time, if there is one. And for fun, let's go over the Fortnite characters that the Sub-Zeros have met in the past. Kuai Liang featured in Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe, where he could fight Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, the Joker, Deathstroke, and Catwoman. Kratos was a guest fighter in MK9, which featured both brothers as costumes for Sub-Zero. Leatherface, Alien, and Predator were guests in Mortal Kombat X, where Kuai Liang could fight them. Injustice 2 features those mentioned in MK vs DCU, along with Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Green Arrow, Starfire, and Black Adam, with Kuai Liang and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles featured as guest fighters. Mortal Kombat 11 featured the Terminator and Robocop, gave a Batman Who Laughs costume to Noob Saibot, and almost had Ash Williams, but the deal fell through, leading to the Joker taking his spot. Both brothers can fight them all. And Mortal 1 Kombat features Omni-Man, who can fight Bi-Han Sub-Zero and Kuai Liang Scorpion. And speaking of that last point, with Scorpion obviously on the way soon, are we expecting a unique costume, or are they going to do the MK thing and lazily reuse the Sub-Zero models to give us UMK3 and M1K versions? Let me know down below. Oh, also, if you decide to buy the Battle Pass to get Sub-Zero, or buy any future MK characters, or even the MK at Home bootlegs, be sure to use the creator code SNAKE with 4 A's to help support my efforts to educate the Fortnite player base on MK lore. Trust me, I've seen what passes for informative videos on the subject, and yikes! If you liked this video, be sure to share it around so that covering Scorpion when he drops is worth the investment. If not, then you're culpable for the spreading of bad informative content on the subject, you monster. Today's recommended video is What If Devil May Cry Was in Fortnite by Mistress Dove, where she speculates on how DMC could be represented in the game.